All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking real music in real time for a few real people out there just like you and just like me. Before I get going here on this video, perfect plan, brace for impact, baby. Here it comes right into your TV. Whoa, look out. All right. So, amazing record from start to finish, album. I don't know. I think you can get vinyl on this one. Just great vocals, great production value. If you like the music of Survivor or Whitesnake or Foreigner, yes, you're going to like Perfect Plan. Kent Hilli, who is singing like a beast and one of the better singers in all of melodic rock, period. Just amazing. Perfect Plan. Brace for impact. Speaking of Foreigner and speaking of impact, we've got both today. This is a holy crap Batman moment for fans of the band Foreigner, as they have decided to announce their farewell tour. And they put out a big statement. Apparently they were on Fox and Friends this morning. So they know their audience, right? Now, they might be on NBC tomorrow. We don't know. But in any event, a couple of statements are out there. This is what Mick Jones has to say. Foreigner is a completely revitalized band with a whole new energy that has won the hearts of our fans all over the world. And he says, I want to go out while the band is still on top of its game. Mick Jones, who is 77, tells Billboard, I had the idea that Foreigner was to be a band way back in 1974 when I was 30 years old. By the end of our farewell tour, that will be 50 years, and that's a long time to be on the road. Kelly Hansen, Foreigner's frontman since 2005, says that he and Jones have been discussing this move for a while. It's a very difficult decision to come to, he notes, adding that maintaining the caliber of the band's performance, and his in particular, was a driving factor in the decision to pull the plug. So what does that mean? It means that Kelly Hansen is getting concerned, getting worried about being able to handle this catalog night after night. He is 61 years old. This is what he says. It's extremely challenging for a rock tenor vocalist like myself to sing these catalog of songs. I never would have thought in a million years I'd be singing these songs in these original keys at this age, and I don't know how much longer I can do that at the level I need to do it in. He says, you can drop keys and do this and do that, but I'm more of an old school person. If I'm not doing it for real, then I shouldn't be doing it. He goes on. We're in an era in life where a lot of bands from the 70s are right on the ragged edge of still being able to do shows. I see other musicians sometimes and I go, wow, that was disappointing. I don't want to be someone that other people say that about. I want to do this band the way it's supposed to be. And when it's not like that, I don't want to be doing it. All right. So to me, there are a bunch of things here to unpack and talk about. Number one, good for Kelly Hansen for telling the truth. Good. Someone finally said it out loud. Look, Peter Cetera was the other guy who on his way out the door said, no, I don't want to be remembered for that guy who couldn't sing at the end of his career. I think Kelly Hansen here is kind of taking a very, subtle shot at some of the things Lou Gramm has been talking about lately. Lou Gramm basically saying that Kelly kind of mimics him. I mean, vocal licks. It's the first time I've ever heard that term, and I understand what it means, like a guitar lick. It's like a vocal lick. I mean, you hold the note a certain way, and maybe your inflection is the same kind of vocal inflection at that point, and you try to mimic the song the way it was recorded, which I don't think that is an insult to anybody, but I think Lou Gramm just felt as though, hey, this guy is just imitating me, and he should find his own way to sing these songs. Well, Lou, they're going to quit, and it's not because of the mimicry. It's because that when you hit a certain age, you might want to call it a career. And he talks about hearing or seeing certain people. He doesn't mention any names here. He doesn't say, hey, I went to see this band and it was really disappointing. He doesn't want to be that guy. He doesn't want people to say, hey, I saw Foreigner last night and man, that guy couldn't hit any of those notes. They dropped the key. The song didn't sound the same. Good for Kelly Hansen. Good for him. They go on here in the article to talk about all of the really big hit songs that Foreigners had over the years. And they talk about how Mick Jones is the last surviving member, and people are getting upset because Mick Jones won't do an entire show. He might do a portion of the show. All right. So they're going to tour next year into 2024. So technically, you've got a couple of years left to go see Foreigner, but they are calling it a career at a time when they feel, that they've achieved what they can achieve, and that they can no longer do a show and make people think that it's actually Foreigner. Kelly Hansen has done a great job, but people are complaining, hey, Mick Jones, 77 years old, right? No offense, but rock stars have been dropping dead in droves lately, even way younger than Mick Jones. So maybe he wants to retire and get out there on the boat before he's not able to even do that. Same with Kelly Hansen. I think these guys are going to make a boatload of money, hopefully, on their farewell tour. And they give a lot of money to charity. I wish they would stop giving money to Ukraine, but that's another video. I'm really very impressed here by the way Kelly and Mick are doing this. And I think the fans should be too. I mean, they've always gotten a really good product from Foreigner. And, as much as I love Lou Gramm, Mick Jones decided 17 years ago that they needed to go in a different direction. And they were really nice to bring Lou back for those reunion concerts, and I think they went pretty well. But let's be honest here. 61, and Lou Gramm is way older than 61. 61 years old, and Kelly Hansen is saying, I can't do this for too much longer. So the honesty is appreciated. The fact that these guys are going to go out and not embarrass themselves on the way out. And there is a rumor that they might be recording some new music as well. So you might see new material at the start of 2023 along with a farewell tour. So these guys will go out with a bang. They'll go out with their integrity and their dignity intact, and some new music possibly. The only thing that they're not going out with is an induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which is a travesty. And by the way, if you want my opinion today on who should be in there, obviously the band that was there at the beginning should be in the Hall of Fame, but this band has had a lot of different lineup changes over the years, and I think it would be a bit of a travesty if Kelly Hansen wasn't included in that. Everybody else, some of these other guys like Jeff Pilson, I mean, maybe, but I don't think that's going to happen anyway because the Hall of Fame isn't even considering putting Foreigner in the Hall of Fame. So a really big announcement, a really big deal, really big show. It's all coming up 2023 for Foreigner. You might want to grab some tickets because it is the end of a truly amazing band. Loverboy opening up for Foreigner. Man, I might have to try to go see it. I might have to try. I mean, it's going to be great. Speaking of great, Perfect Plan, brace for impact. Hey, folks, this is the future right here. You got to start looking elsewhere because they're going to retire. They're going to be done. It's going to take a couple of years, and I'm sure it will be an epic, slow sort of walking backwards out of the room. But what a great band, and they put on a great show, and what a legacy. And really, few bands of their, demographics at this stage have the catalog to put out there every night and to be really persuasive with fans because it's like one amazing song after another. That's the power of Mick Jones right there. Mick Jones, Lou Gramm, and that early songwriting that the band did, and some really great production and rockers and ballads and just amazing music that is part of the fabric of American classic and melodic rock music. So there you have it, folks. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell for notifications. Patreon for $1 a month, maybe $2 if you're really generous. And until the next video, I will see you soon.